number of things we're going to be doing today. I don't know why, but I kind of feel like garbage today. I don't really want to do anything, but got a few things we need to get done. So we're just going to press forward and do that. First off, I have to go to the mailbox. Well, have to. This is going to be the fun thing for the day. My new Wise Cam Black, the V2, has arrived, which means we can play around with that Wise car. I'll show you more about that in a little bit. But the rest of the stuff we need to do is where the bus is at, getting ready to move that. And actually, by the time you see this, it might already be moved. But I need to also work on getting hand controls reinstalled in the old van. And there's a couple little things we need to do on the bus as well. And also, we're going to need to bring some tools. Oh, and here's the Wise car. We're going to bring that. I forgot. We purchased this Craftsman. So much stuff everywhere. Socket set here. Let's see. Was it sockets? Or was it? Oh, yeah. It's all sockets. Excellent. All right, I'm going to get the van warming up, get the tools loaded up, and then I also have to stop by an auto parts store. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We needed a new one of these push buttons, and now it's on the floor. And of course it starts raining the instant we go somewhere. But not only that, there's something wrong with the blower motor in this thing. I'll show you when we get somewhere where I can stop, but it's making horrible noises. We made it to the mailbox, grabbed the stuff that was there. Turns out there was a couple of things I needed, including my supplies, so that was nice. I think we're going to head out to the bus now. We might find some food on the way, I'm not sure. But yeah, lots of things to do out there. So I will see you in a few minutes. Well, we made it to the bus. There seems to be a little bit more water falling from the sky than I was expecting. So yeah, rain is expected to stop in 38 minutes. Oh, and then need to fix whatever's going on with this blower motor. Check it out. Yeah, so blower motors have a squirrel cage fan, and when it makes noises like that, it's one of two problems, which are both kind of the same thing. One, there's mechanical damage that got the thing out of balance. Or the other thing I have a rich history with is something got inside that cage and is spinning around, making it unbalanced. Now, historically, anytime I've dealt with this, I guess we can shut off the diesel force field. Every time I pull one of those out for that complaint when I worked at an auto shop years ago, there was squirrels or something in there, and yeah. It just randomly started though, so I'm hoping a screw or something came loose. I can't remember if the blower motor is under the dash in here or under the hood. I think it's under the hood. But anyways, always something. Always something. Welcome back to the bus. It's still raining outside, but I had to use the bathroom, so came in here. However, we have the WiseCar app downloaded, and it is uploading the custom firmware to the camera. Oh, need to put batteries in the smoke detector, apparently. It's got special firmware that apparently uses serial commands. It's dark in here. Apparently it sends out serial commands to this car through its cable. So anyways, looks like it's taking a little bit of time. Oh, and look, OG channel viewers may remember from not that long ago, we have the pellet stove running and the lovely sounds that it makes in the background. We did replace the convection fan on it. However, the exhaust fan needs a little more work. Oh, do we still have a leak up here? I pulled this. Should be a panel. Oh yeah, we pulled this panel off. And actually, I'm not seeing any water coming in. All right, excellent. There's an antenna up on the roof, and we inspected that a while back with a tripod in the sky. But it needs a little bit of sealant. However, that's not something I can do myself because I can't get on the roof. So, anyways, we're gonna let this firmware finish, and then we'll try and do stuff. Ooh, the rain's letting up. Oh, we have so many things we need to do. We have so many things we need to do here. We got to replace the interlock bypass switch so we can start the engine on this thing. Right now, it's corroded because apparently I've lived in this thing for so long that there's been time for things to corrode. Then we need to charge the battery on the other van. We need to move the bags of pellets out of the back of that van in here. And I'm sure there's other stuff I'm not thinking of, so I'll be back. Yeah, so I think we're seeing out of it. Let's see if I can... Yep, it moves. It said something about a firmware update. I don't know if I should do that. It's It's kind of funny, the app has pictures of the wheels on the bottom of it. Let's throw this thing down on the floor and see what our field of view is. I should probably do screen capture with this, but oh, are we connected? Hey, it seems to work. It's certainly not ridiculously fast. All right, cool. It functions. Here we are in one of the many hatches on the side of this bus. Engine bay. See, engine there. That button right there has corroded on the inside, so we have a replacement. That box has some water damage inside of it. I had thought it was from a previous leak, but the fact that the switch is still corroding on the backside tells me we may still have water ingress issues. You can see there's a little bit of evidence down here. Although when the rain, when it's raining hard, I guess it makes sense. I don't know, whatever. But I'll show you inside here. There we go. And we can just kind of lean this up right here. Yeah, you can see there, actually, it's not wet right now. Yeah, everything up here is fine. I wonder what that switch is for. It's got a cover over it. Is it labeled? Low air switch, low coolant warning, fast idle relay. I don't know, we won't flip that. This is our fused bypass we installed. But if you notice here, we got a little bit of rust and some stuff going on here. And I need to get some more fluid film and kind of spray everything under here. I don't want to set my toolbox down because the ground is wet. Anyways, I need to unscrew this and replace it with a fresh one. Here we go. Pulled out the old one. Here's our new one. This rubber butt cap just kind of unscrews. Then we have this like nut thing on here. Yeah, and it's looking like water's getting in because this is the air intake back here and it's dripping down, and I can see it coming off of the air cleaner element here, getting down in there. I don't think there's anything currently getting into that electrical box, but any moisture is not necessarily good. So here's our new one. Just kind of poke this through. This is, by the way, my last pair of jeans. The rest of them have all ripped, so I should probably go buy some more. Okay, so that's installed. We can get our little weather cap back on here. Oh wait, that's the old one. See, it's all cracked and nasty. Fancy. Get our wiring harness off here. Oh, look at that. At least I made this with a... Oh, that might be completely rusted in place. I was gonna say, at least I made this with a removable pigtail. We got one screw off. And oddly enough, the terminals look just fine. I don't even need to hit those with a wire brush. I think I'm fresh out of dielectric grease. That would probably be something good to put on here, but I don't have any more of it, so... Okay, we have it reconnected. Let's give it a quick test. This should just bump the starter. It's not gonna actually fire up or anything. All right, cool, it works. Let's put the lid back on. It appears to be a random funnel. Come here, funnel. What are you doing? Kinda gross looking. You'll have to forgive the generator buzzing away there in the background. The other thing I need to do while I was here is remove this solar panel, because we don't need that anymore. I've taken the solar generator battery pack thing that was in here out. So, I'm gonna pull our wires. I think I just zip tied this on here. Yeah, it looks like there's zip ties in there. Oh, there's our box of hand control parts. I was wondering where that went. But yeah, during the summer months, this little water is now running up my sleeve. This little this little 10-watt panel actually did pretty well for keeping the solar generator battery charged in here. What is this? Oh, it claims 20 watts. Oh, there's a big old bug. Go away, you. But yeah, now that we're in the winter months, there's not enough sunlight to have this thing actually keep the battery charged. Oh, and the reason it was in here is we have a security camera up there. So that's what it was powering, was a USB. There's so much water inside my sleeve now. But yeah, we were powering that thing with a solar panel. Anyways, Charger's still working away here. I'm gonna move some of this stuff, put the tools back in the van. Then we will move bags. Oh, it's starting to rain. Awesome. I'm gonna get out of the rain. I'm now completely soaked. I got the generator put away though, and got an extension cord run out there that can deal with the water fine. The main thing is I needed to get that battery charged because it's been dead for about 2 weeks, and that's a brand new battery. And it's not a deep cycle battery, so I'd rather not ruin it. Anyways, water's pouring in there, but we got the pellets out. That was the main thing. I didn't want to destroy those with the moisture in the back of the van. Oh, so our carbon monoxide detector and our smoke detector needs batteries apparently. But I'm gonna turn this on high. I'm gonna get dried out, and yeah, probably just gonna chill here for a little bit and watch some YouTube. Yes, we do still have the Mac Mini in here, so we have a computer. Yeah, I should have kept a better eye on the weather. The dark sky functionality does still work in the Apple weather thing. It doesn't work on Android anymore, but it's pretty handy if you have the notifications turned on. It'll warn you when it's gonna start raining. All right, let's fold this up and get it shoved in there where it can dry. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss having a pellet stove that you can just fire up and heat comes blasting out and you can sit in front of it and stuff. Anyways, I think got most of the stuff done. I might have left the battery on the other van a little bit too long. It's been charging at 12 amps for a while and the thing still won't start. It's trying. I bumped it up to a 30 amp charge. I'm charging it from the back through the stereo connections. I don't remember how big the fuse is. I feel like it should be more than 30 amps. Anyways, I bumped it up to that and gonna give it another 20 minutes or so. Hopefully it should start. Like I said, it's a new battery. I don't want to ruin it by having it be low for too long. Anyways, we fired up the engine on the bus. I'm gonna let it get fully warmed up. I did move this thing a few inches like 2 months ago just to make sure the brakes weren't stuck. I'm gonna do that again today. And I think we should be just about ready. I'll need to move a few things, like this air cleaner's on wheels, so that's gonna roll around here. We need to move that. And then the stuff on this desk, I'll probably just throw in a box. Oh, I should strap down the air conditioner too. It does have some little brackets on the floor, but that will definitely move around as we're driving. And then I think everything else back here should be pretty much good to go. All the stuff on the bed can just stay there for now. But yeah, it'll be nice having this thing out of here and in a secure storage facility, and yeah, won't have to worry about things anymore. Because it's weird, like I moved out of this thing and I feel like I left a child behind. Anyways, yeah, we're making progress. The rain's let up a little bit, it's still raining, but well, I'll pick up the camera again if there's anything else interesting to say before we leave. I just realized though, I probably should open up the valves for the heater. That way we have a working front defroster when I drive this thing. Oh, I should probably get wiper blades for this thing too, because it'll probably be raining when I drive this thing. Yeah, let's see if we can get those valves opened up. It's not warm, but it's not as cold. Now, granted, it is like 35 feet or more to get the coolant all the way up here. Okay, yeah, we are getting a little bit of heat out of here. These engines, they don't create enough heat when they're idling to actually heat the inside. So, anywho, I think we're good. Sweet. Yeah, we got a little bit of warmth coming out of here now. Awesome. I backed the thing up another couple of inches. One of the brake pads was a little bit stuck, but it wasn't very bad. So I think we should be good there. Now I just need to schedule a ride. That's the next key factor. Our power feed cord there, we've backed up about as far as we can, but I'm gonna have to dig that out right here. It's just buried from right there to right here. That should be pretty easy to pull up. Let's see if this hoopty will start. Let's check on our battery charger real quick. It's still blasting away at 30 amps. Let's hit the button and see what happens. Oh man. I think we might have hosed this battery. The other option is maybe charging it through this is not connecting as well as it should be. Let's see, how much mud is up front here? Maybe we can connect the charger directly to the battery, which is probably what we should do. I mean, it's not too bad. It's a little bit more muddy and greasy over here. Oh, I forgot, the window regulator on this door is still broken. We're holding it up with zip ties. Well, almost all the way up. Well, this van can stay here for a little while if need be, after we move the bus. Plugging in cords in the wet grass. Now we can give this a proper 30 amps directly at the battery. There's our arbitrary Schumacher percentage. Okay, let's leave this going for a little bit, and then hopefully something should happen. Okay, let's try it again. That is no good. I mean, this thing does have an 80 amp start mode. I guess we could try that. Okay, I think it gives us 30 seconds. Let's hit the button. Okay, that's really weird. It's almost like it's like the engine's hydrolocked or something. Which I guess we do have a head gasket issue. Oh boy. Let's keep an eye on the voltage. I'm gonna try this one more time. We're on 30 amp mode again. Oh, there we go. No problem. And we've got a decent amount of Ford modular engine smoke going on here. I'm wondering if it was partially hydrolocked. I need to be able to drive this thing about 35 miles. And I've got a place I can store it until I can afford to get the engine replaced in it. Yeah, let's shut it off again and then restart it. I think the battery's probably okay. I think we were just hydrolocked. Oh yeah. Okay, well that's kind of scary. Let's check the coolant. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's not any lower than it normally is. All right, well I'm not gonna run this very long. I'm gonna leave the battery charging for a bit. Then once I'm ready to get out of here, we'll call it a day, but yeah, that's a lot of smoke. Ugh. While we're here with the battery charger hooked up, oh, come on. I need to grab the gas cans out of here. We need to put about 15 gallons of diesel in the bus before we try and drive it anywhere. So I'm gonna take these with me and fill them up. This is not working very well. Ugh. Okay, well, that's not happening. I'm gonna be so glad to be out of this gravel parking lot. I think I can open the driver's door and reach him, maybe. I get so frustrated. Anyways, got the charger put away. Battery's charged enough. I got the gas cans put in the other van. Let's turn off this extension cord. Then we're gonna coil this up. I think we might be done here for today. Got everything done we needed to. I hope. I just remembered that we have to figure out what's wrong with the defroster in this van. It's not raining at the moment. I have all my tools here, so let me see if we can get the hood open. Actually, let's double check first to make sure the blower motor is under the hood. Pretty sure it is. Yep, don't see it right there, so it's under the hood. That reminds me of being really hard to get to. We're gonna have to pull the battery out. And of course we have all this wiring here, which I still haven't cleaned up. Yeah, AC lines are there in the way. Well, it does work on low. I guess we're just gonna leave it for now. There's no way I can do that today, or maybe even by myself, getting that battery out. Always something. But the defroster does still work. The fan spins on low, air comes out. That's all we need, I think. It appears to be the next day. Back out here at the bus, getting everything situated. I think we're actually gonna move this thing today. I was able to get a ride and getting everything unhooked here. I've got the power cable pulled up and everything's shut down inside here. I think at this point what I'm gonna do is move the other van back here, get this thing fired up, pull it forward a few feet, move it over, and kind of do a walk around inspection of the tires and all that stuff. And I think we'll go from there. So it's about 11:30 right now, and I think the plan is to move this thing at about 1 o'clock. So making progress. It'll be nice to have this thing out of here and in a secure storage facility. I think this cord should just kind of pull up out of the ground. Yeah, I didn't bury it very deep. Also didn't bring any gloves, and I don't have a way to wash my hands here. Oh wait, we have a hose. Never mind. Not exactly burial cable, however, it wasn't very deep, and there's lots of drainage here, so it doesn't sit underwater. Which, by the way, I would like to point out, this cable is very much a hose that angry pixies dance through. Look how big it is compared to the outlet on the end of it. Okay, interesting note. This is why you do a walk around and inspect your equipment. Check this out. On one of the caps there, that bolt is backing out. So that would definitely qualify as not gonna have a good time. So I'm gonna shut this thing down. I'm gonna block up the wheels, and I'm gonna see if I can shimmy in there and tighten that. Because, yeah, no thanks on that. We don't need that coming off. Welcome to the ground next to this thing, and we've got our bolt. Let's see here. Bolt that needs to be tightened down in here. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so bolt down there needs to be tightened. I think you can see that. Only problem is my arm is not nearly long enough to reach that. So we've got our end wrenches here, and then we've got this gas strut that we're not using anymore. And I'm going to zip tie one of the end wrenches to that. Then I think we can reach in there and slowly turn it. Oh, I'm just noticing now those are 12-point bolts. What do we have here? Are these going to be compatible? Ooh, they might be. So what are we guessing on that? Half inch? Kind of looks like half inch. Yeah, let me zip tie this on here, and I think we should have a tool. All right, just for testing purposes to make sure it is half inch. Let's see if we can reach back here and get this. Okay, change of plans. I don't have enough range of motion with this, so we're gonna attach a ratchet to that instead. Okay, I found a 12-point half-inch socket, and this has fairly fine tooth pitch, as you can hear there. Because once we get the end of the arm on this, we're not going to be able to get a whole lot of range of motion. So I think this should work. I'm gonna cut this off of here, get this attached, then science. Ah, look at that. I don't know if we're in frame, but that's definitely turning. All right, sweet. I'm gonna add some more zip ties so we have some more strength to the rotational force on here, and I think we're good. All right, this is working better than I ever could have hoped. Yeah. It's gonna take a while though. Okay, that's starting to get tight. It's gonna be clear we're gonna need a lot more zip ties on there. Let's check the upper bolt while we're in here. Oh, the upper one is also loose. Interesting. Maybe we should check the ones on the other side too. Okay, I'm gonna add the rest of the zip ties I have to this because this needs to be tight. Okay, I got these about as tight as I can reasonably using this. At least they're not loose. The that bottom one was loose enough that the retaining, the little retaining pip or piece of metal on the yoke, it could have moved out enough to get past that. That's when you really have a bad day. So I looked at the ones on the other side. They're not backing out. I'm sure they probably need tightening. However, I'm not going to do that right now because I need enough energy to be able to get in and out of the driver's seat and drive this thing today. And knowing what I did here, that's not going to come loose in the 20, 30 some odd miles I have to drive this thing. So anyways, we're going to call that good. I'm going to get all my tools picked up here, get back in my chair, try to find a place to wash my hands. I think we're good.
All right, well, here we go. I guess we'll turn on headlights, clearance lights. We're not going to need the engine brake, I don't think. All right, get the heck out of here.
Ring motion detected.
Oh God, that thing's going to be talking the whole time. Pretty sure we're going to have an unholy cloud of smoke coming out of this thing for the first 2 miles. Oh yeah, that's some smoke right there. Oh, it's so nice to drive this thing again. This thing has so much power. Okay, I gotta pay attention. This thing is about 8 inches wider than this lane is.
Ring motion detected.
All right, just got this thing to the storage lot. Waiting for someone to show up and let me in. But yeah, drove the bus. Yay. Well, second time, I guess. Oh man. Well, there's a bus-shaped hole in this gravel lot now. Came back out here, I got a few things I gotta pick up. There's some hoses. What is that noise? Oh, it's just me. I thought it was... I'm getting paranoid by that van. I thought I heard the radiator overflow gurgling. But anyways, gotta hook the electrical and the garden hose that goes over to where it's connected. Got some stuff there. Probably gonna throw it in the van. Gonna flip that thing around and point it this way. I'm starting to wonder now what I'm gonna do with that thing. There's a guy that has a facility really close to here that said he would cut me a deal on swapping out the engine. However, I need to get it out of here, and where I'm taking it is significantly far away from here, and other people are not going to give me that kind of deal. So I need to decide if... See, the problem is I want to keep that van. The body's in really nice shape, but it's going to cost a bunch of money. Everything always costs money. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna grab some of my security cameras that are around and then enjoy some of this because, you know, America. Let's see if we can get this cord pulled out of here. I unplugged it on the other end. It kind of goes through this hillside in a conduit we installed, so let's see here. Yeah, seems to be working. By the way, this is like a $250 cable. Forget what gauge it is, but it's about the largest gauge that's useful for 120 volts. It has a North American connector on it. Ew, slimy. Ew. Hey, there it is. Gross. I'm going to hose this thing down. Nasty. After much screwing around, I think I'm done here for the day. Got my security cameras all picked up, moved the van over here to where the bus was sitting. Got a small pile of stuff over there I'll need to deal with later, but got the electrical cables pulled from the feed. It's about 100 feet between the two cables. That van can sit there for a little while till we move it over to the new shop. So anyways, yay.